And the mainstay I really want to talk about as well was my main dude. That I would try to pick a rapper every month or every week. My favorite rapper of the week or the month, and this was my favorite rapper so far. Probably gonna be my favorite rapper of the month, man. But he's definitely my favorite rapper of the week, and we talked about him at length, man. And it's Eastside Crackhead from New York. And I want to just I don't know what your thoughts are initially on him. What do you think about Eastside? Do you like him so far? We're just gonna go into that. That's probably our last one.
Eastside Crackhead, from what I can see, he seems like a likable dude, man. I can't really like hate on the guy. The upsides to him is like I could envision him bringing to the table something similar to what Old Dirty Bastard brought to the table.
Yeah.
And since there's no more Old Dirty Bastard,
I mean, that lane up.
he could be living in that lane. But with the downside is I haven't heard anything, on wax, like a actual like recorded track. So I don't really know where he's gonna go. But I mean, I'm interested. I'll listen to something if I see he comes out with something.
Well, I mean, look, I really like. He has a lot of upsides, but let's. I'm gonna start with the upsides with Eastside Crackhead, man. Oh my. Look, Eastside Crackhead has a lot going for him, right? In his story, he's going clean. Everybody wants that story. And man, Eastside Crackhead's going clean. Let's help him out, whatever, right? He's a very straightforward guy. You can see in his interview in Vlad TV that I sent you to check out Eastside Crackhead. So people could see him. I sent it to people so they could see him, check him out, send him ciphers from him, like on other sources that I've seen him, from phone cameras, everything. I think he's really an amazing rapper. I'm not saying he's good, I think he's amazing. He brings back that old school style, like actual passion, like skills. It's like, yeah. Man, I don't say dude's is flame, you know what I mean? That dude's flame. I like the fact that he has some standards and morals, man. Like you hear him and he has some morals and standards, man. It's just like you don't really get this, and like you could get that he has some regret, man, for some of the things he's done. Kind of let himself go away, and like he actually kind of apologized when he messes up, because he does some messing up and he apologizes and he's like, I was wrong. That's just big, but that's kind of a problem as well. So some of the problems I have with Eastside Crackhead really quick are Eastside Crackhead's actually a crackhead. That's what it. People are like, no man, he's been clean. He's only been clean for 7 months. 7 months.
It's long for a crackhead.
Yeah, but the problem is like I respect the strength, the willpower that he has, but the problem is that he doesn't have any money like that. So it's like once he's around, the industry is the wrong place for him, because you're literally in the entertainment industry, lots of drugs, lots of coke, lots of stuff. And if you watch the Vlad TV, Eastside Cracker kept it real with it. He kept it 100, and he said to us he got on crack when he hated crackhead because he liked the broad. Well, there's gonna be lots of bad broads in the entertainment industry doing coke, like doing all kind of stuff. Then he said he had 9 women, and 3 were crackheads, 10 or 9 or something, and 3 were crackheads. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is not good. Okay, and he's already having 9 women, he has no money. Like, really? And then it's like his ego that he did that even got in a problem with DMX. This is gonna be bad. He's like, I can see him going to Kanye West territory with this. And this is bad when you start bringing all of these dynamics in. These are really serious problems for him creatively, musically. I don't think it's a good place for somebody recovering. And then the fact that his management handles all his team, which I think is a smart thing, but I don't really trust them because we don't see the management on screen. You see my point? We can't put a face to these guys that they rip Eastside Crackhead off, We don't know what they're doing. They're putting in work for him right now, but they could be putting up work to level up and just clear him out. So I want to see them come on Crackhead and let us, I want to see them come on camera and let us know, we got Eastside. We're keeping them off the crack, you know what I mean? We were trying our best to do good by Eastside, so we can put faces to this. So, like, you can see and people be like, yo, in the city, like, that guy's grimy, in the industry, we could tell when we see these dudes like doing, you know what I mean, moving and stuff. We could see them and know. So I really like see the Eastside Crackhead thing, and I that's my question before I would even donate to Eastside Crackhead. Like, you know, even if I had like cash, you know, if I had it like that, I wouldn't, because I'm, you know, these are some concerns that I have. You know what I mean? And I just really don't think it's the place where I think he's remarkably clear. You know. I think he's good, but I mean, dog, he was a crackhead for 7 months. He's only been clean. He hasn't made any money. What is he going to do when he starts making lots of money and he's being tempted and the pressures in the industry start coming out and the pressures in life? He already has a big ego, so he's going to come funny style to somebody. You know, he's going to get in the heat. People, he's going to start losing all of his support and friends, you know? How's he going to, like, there's a lot of pressures that come with stuff, you know what I mean? And I don't know his mettle, but I already know he felt the crack because of over abroad that only was interested in crack while she was, you know, topsing him. You know what I mean? She was literally lacing crack joints while she was topsing him. So it's like, do you see the valid stuff I have for him? Those are major problems. I got some more, but I mean, I don't know what you think about that, what I just said. I think those are major problems for Eastside Crackhead, man. I think these are like heavy problems that, like, I just think could derail careers for people that are not crackheads.
Yeah. I definitely see where you're coming from, and I agree that those seem to be, you know, minor to major problems.
So, so like the thing is with Eastside Crackhead is that, I think that, you know, like, I think a problem with him is that with his ego too, just to make it relevant, is that he's only been rapping for 7 months. And a lot of people that have been in the rap game have been working for a long time. They've worked for years, you know, to get on their craft. 7 years, you know. They put in multiple, you know, albums and works to kind of get to that level. And Eastside Crackhead is like, I put in like 7 months of work. I should be a top trender, you know. I went viral. I'm on the same level as Meek. I'm on the same level as Drake. You know, I'm on the same level, all of you guys. And like, that's kind of like, it's not pragmatic, and he doesn't understand how it works. And I also, with being on crack, I think he could get disenchanted really easily, because I don't know many people just start making money, like loads of money in 7 months, you know, being in music. So I just don't know this. So these expectations are really wild. And the thing that really was like whoa to me was the fact that he went at DMX, you know, and he was like barking at DMX because DMX didn't know who he was. He's like, you're in the city, you should know, unless you don't have a cell phone. Remember, he said all this stuff, and it was like DMX didn't know him. A lot of people don't know he's like Crackhead, but his ego was just so high, you know, and he was so proud that he put DMX in his place, apparently, for barking at, getting at DMX or yelling at him or cursing him out. And those things were really red flags for me. And, I like, the biggest thing that I really want to go into, and is the fact that I don't really see Eastside Crackhead also making money. And it's going back to what you said about ODB, and we talked about this. I don't see him making money. And the reason why I don't see Eastside Crackhead making money is very simple. When the ODB and these guys were making music, the music industry had men. It was the economic situation was very different. The economic situation is very depressed now. It's very depressed. And back in the 80s, 90s, men had more money. For whatever means, they had more money. In the 2000s, men started getting that money because of the bubble economy, right? From the housing bubbles and everything. Women have more money as time goes on than men. From the 2000s easily on, women were always buying, but we had more stronger men because they had gangster rap and all that stuff. But women started to buy more and more and more, right? As male persons per hour, and music changed to attract the market of women. And Eastside Crackhead is not a very handsome man. And, there's nothing really to Eastside Crackhead that I could see just appealing to women. And this is really the death of conscious music. It's because there's no males buying this stuff anymore, money. That's why it's underground, because the market, or alternative, because the market of males that could purchase this music, that are interested in it, are small. There's a lot of men that like it, but they don't have money. And Eastside Crackhead then is appealing to a lot of other broke dudes, right?
Yeah.
I'm not dissing broke dudes, man. I put my hands up, And so he's dissing broke dudes. and he's appealing to broker dudes, and women get a lot of money from the government. Let's not get this wrong. Feminism literally is about women getting money from the government. Okay, women have gotten lots of money from the government, so they're able to purchase way more than they could than they normally would, and so the market and everything around represents a more female orientation. And so I don't see how like I could see him maybe getting sympathy sales and women messing with him initially, but I don't see how this works long term.
Yeah.
So that's my problem with Eastside Crackhead, and I really don't know where he's gonna go. But I think that if he does break through, and because his music is really deep and conscious, if he can break through, I think it's going to be on a smaller scale with an indie alternative or the underground rap scene, where if he markets himself right, he can make money. And I don't think it's going to be the money that he thinks it is, and that comes all the way back 180 to the ego. You see my point? And I don't know. All of these things are so negative that I think he's going to really fall off and fail, because it's hard for me to see him because of that problem with the ego. And when he's seeing it like, yo, I'm not making the money that I think I am. I'm not hanging out with Jay-Z, because he said he's a Jay-Z rap, he has delusions, and I don't see the market for him to become a Jay-Z. So that's really like all my thoughts on Eastside Crackhead. Again, he's my favorite artist of the week. I'm really wishing the best for him. People can change, he can work on his ego and become better. It's really hard to change yourself as a person. It's really a lot of work. But I'm really happy that he's off crack. I hope he stays off crack. I hope he stays in the music game, because Eastside Crackhead is one of the best rappers, just pure talent-wise, I've heard in a long time. And a lot of the dudes in the industry in New York are kind of messy, they entertain him, and they wouldn't entertain him if he was literally whack, because he is a bum,
Yeah.
But he's just that dope. And if you don't know Eastside Crackhead, please check him out. I'll try to put a link below, He's really good. But I just think there's all these problems to overcome, and that's pretty much it for me, man. If you have any closing thoughts on Eastside Crackhead, let me know.
Nah, man, I think you covered everything that needed to be said. I think you expressed everything about Eastside Crackhead. I wish the best for him, but, man.
All right, so that's it for Music Talks. And if you have any, things you want to talk about really quick, notifying them as we wrap up with what you're going to be doing or anything like that?
Anything that I'm going to be doing? Nah, man, just the normal character talks and music reviews that are going to be on Youauthorus, and yeah, that didn't have anything prepared really.
All right. So we're gonna be what we're gonna try to do. I'm gonna try and get at absolute zero about it, and maybe you might see me. I've really recessed on doing the work that I need to be doing, so I'm trying to up the production, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, really trying to keep everything going. So it's kind of impacted how I write and put out these stories. But you might see us at poetry spots. You should definitely see Ab. He's trying to get out there and do that. We have a new format where we put up the new schedules. You author us quick updates. It's the updates as before, but the updates will have links so that you can click on them and check out, what's new. We could always scroll like before, but you could check that out. There's a lot of new notifications and stuff. We're trying to get into the new phase of the next logs coming out for his blog. Should be active, but things happened or whatever, and we haven't been on it, but he needs to get back on it. And you'll see me back again, RJ, maybe editing it out. My series, the RJ blogs, the RJ series that's going to come out, where I'm just talking about a lot of behind the scenes stuff and me meeting and linking with people and kind of putting it to you guys so you guys could know this. We really want to get another Kill Your Favorite Rapper campaign up for crowdsourcing. The last time it was very new, so a lot of mistakes were being made, and hopefully we can do a better job this time and get it to you, and put it up so you guys could help us out. And we really thank all the people that helped us out, even though it was not was a good job was not done, but the strength of the brand of what we worked on with Absolute Zero here did garner us some recognition, and it was amazing. I was shocked when I found that out. So I'll be more active on it this time so that it's better. And once again, we're starting the Kill Your Favorite Rapper story campaign. So we could, if you guys want to help us out with that, so we can also get these EPs to you and do the best, so we can add some more bonus material and bonus tracks. These are things that we really want.